Okay, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about the projection of planes once again. And in the last class, we have discussed up to the hexagonal lamina and as well as the lab, how we are going to carry out using the software SolidEdge version 19. And today we are discussing about the projection of plane surfaces which are circular lamina. Circular lamina. So here, draw the projections of a circular plate. Draw the projections of a circular plate of negligible thickness. Which is 50 mm diameter. 50 mm diameter, and resting on HP. Resting on HP on a point A on the circumference. On a point A on the circumference, with the plate with its plane inclined at 45 degrees to HP, and the top view of the diameter passing through the resting point makes 60 degrees with VP. See the question, and what is the lamina is given. This is the lamina is nothing but circular lamina, and the diameter of lamina is 50 mm, and it is resting on HP, and resting on HP on a point, because the circular lamina doesn't have any sides or it doesn't have any corners. So he is giving that it is resting on a point A on the circumference of the circle, and with its plane is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to HP. So lamina is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to HP. So I can keep the lamina parallel to HP. So keep the lamina parallel to HP and on HP, such a way that anyhow with the circle orientation cannot be drawn in a different ways. Only one circle can be drawn. Just draw the circle. Okay, and the circle to be drawn on the top view, because it is parallel to the HP. It is parallel to the HP instant. Top view will be the true shape. That is, the true shape is nothing but circle in this case, and the top view is drawn. Okay. So first initial position is going to be done. Next, he has given that the top view of the diameter passing through the resting point makes 60 degrees with P. So as I told you that appears diameter or top view of the diameter, if he has mentioned in that problem, then the angle with respect to that is nothing but the beta is given. Nothing but the beta is given. So it may be a top view or it may be a appears kind of. So if this is their top view or appears to be, then the angle with respect to that is nothing but the beta angle is given. So here the beta angle is given, so no need of finding the beta angle procedure. So first initial position will draw. How we are going to draw the initial position? By drawing the top view as a true shape. By drawing the top view as a true shape, we are going to proceed. So here XY and VPHP, XY and VPHP is drawn. Okay. So then the circle with the diameter of how much is given in the problem is given in the 50 mm diameter. So take the 50 mm diameter, in the sense radius is equal to 25, and then draw the circle, Okay. So once you draw that circle, then here I have made a diameter which is passing through the center, which is parallel to the XY line. So that this end of this diameter, as it is saying that resting on point A, so A will be placed here. So it starts with the A, and then it passes through. Okay, and it is passing through the center with the diameter of this. So I'll start this designation from A. But here, if the circle is drawn only with one point, and it will be difficult to draw the remaining views. So for that, what I do is, the circle I'm going to divide into some number of equal parts. Generally, you can take 8. 8 is ideal, so you can take the 8 equal parts. So how the circle is divided into 8 equal parts? 360 degrees divided by 8 will give the 45 degrees. Means from this center, draw 45 degrees line like this, passing through the diameter lines you need to draw, which is at 45 degrees line. Okay. So likewise, 8 parts is going to be divided. 8 parts they are going to be divided. See here, I have divided the 8 equal parts. So A, B, C. See, this is AE is one diameter, BF is one diameter, CG is one diameter, and DH is one diameter. So these diameters are placed in such a way that at 45 degrees to each. So 45 degrees to each. So if you take this AE diameter first, then draw 45 degrees line and then extend to this, so that you'll get B. Similarly, draw a 90 degrees line and then extend to this. Then 135 angle line you draw and then extend to this. So that you'll be getting the circle is divided into 8 equal parts, so that you'll get the different points on the circle, different points on the circle. And the problem is given that it is resting on the on a point. It is resting on a point which is called as A on the circumference. Means A is lying on the circle. So it is drawn a circle. Then it is divided into 8 equal parts. Okay. Then you need to name the A, B, C, D, E, F starting from A here, left side, because it is resting on A, left side it should be A. Okay. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Next. So once you turn the top view, you need to get the front view by projecting upwards. So project the vertical projection to the XY line, onto the XY line, and draw the front view by joining all these points. So A dash and B dash, H dash is in bracket, C dash, G dash, then D dash, F dash, and then E dash. Okay, F dash is in bracket, G dash is in bracket, and H dash is also in bracket. So now after joining this line, then denote the what is the dimension of this circular lamina, that is diameter 60. So denote the dimension of this lamina as well, and then front view. Next. So once you have drawn this front view, then it has to be rotated to a given inclination. What is the lamina inclination is given? So is given that lamina is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to HP. Lamina is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to HP. So it means that we need to draw a lamina. Lamina rotation is nothing but line view rotation. So you need to rotate the line view to a given lamina inclination. When the lamina is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees, then line view has to be rotated to a given inclination, that is 45 degrees. So by keeping a point, by keeping the A dash on XY line only, because it is resting on HP. So somewhere on this XY line locate A dash and then draw 45 degrees line, and then draw 45 degrees line. After drawing the 45 degrees line, you are going to take the length of diameter, that is A dash E dash, which is equal to 60 mm, A dash as the center, 60 mm as the radius. Cut this 45 degrees line, so that you will get the E dash. So after drawing a 45 degrees line, A dash as the center, take the 60 mm as the radius, that is A dash E dash, and cut this line so that you will get the A dash E dash, which is equal to 60 mm, and the inclination as 45 mm. So now you join these 2 points. After joining these 2 points, locate all these points also, that is B dash, H dash, C dash, G dash, and D dash, F dash also you need to locate. You need to locate on this 45 degrees line. So I have located on this 45 degrees line. See, here it is a B dash, H dash, here it is a C dash, G dash, and here it is a D dash, F dash. Okay. So now once you locate all these points on this line, now you need to draw the top view by drawing. Vertical projection. So how to draw vertical projection? From each point which is in the front view line, that from there you need to draw vertical line. Then A dash line, then A projection, horizontal projection, both intersect at this particular point. Here, likewise, I have drawn from A dash, and then I have drawn from A, and both will intersect at this point. Similarly, from E dash, then from E we have joined, and then we are going to get the intersection point like this. Then likewise, from all the points, you need to draw vertical projection, then horizontal projection. Once you locate all these points with naming A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, see here how to join with these lines. Is it by straight line or curve? Is it by curve? Why? Because it is a circular lamina. So all the points to be joined by curve. It should be joined by a curve. So here, how to join by curve? It is by smooth hand, and you need to use your own way of drawing this curve. See here, like this I have to draw. Of course, everybody will not get the same way. So because it is a freehand circle you are drawing here. I mean freehand way means, but make sure that the curve should be very smooth. Make sure that curve should be very smooth. Okay. So once you draw all these, once you draw all these points with by joining with the smooth curve, by joining with the smooth curve, okay, like this, by joining with the smooth curve, then we can get the top view. So now this is the top view, which represents when the lamina is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to HP and resting on point A. When the lamina is inclined to 45 degrees to HP and it is resting on point A. So here, once you drawn this top view, next position is what is given in the problem. What condition is given in the problem? So what condition is given in the problem? So if you look at this problem, the top view of the diameter. So here appears to be diameter or top view of the diameter, both are same. The top view of the diameter or appears to be diameter, both are same. So here the top view is refers to the second position, top view is mentioning here. Second position, top view of the diameter is mentioning here. Top view or appears to be diameter, both are same in this kind if is given. Say for example, sometimes front view of the diameter will be given. So in that case, it is nothing but the appears to be diameter to be taken for consideration. So here top view of the diameter is nothing but the second position top view. Second position top view means that is the second position top view with through which it is resting. So that is AE. So he has mentioned that the top view of the diameter which makes an angle of passing through the resting point. The top view of the diameter passing through the resting point makes 60 degrees with VP. So what angle is given? He has given the beta angle itself. So if he is in the problem, if it is finds appears or top view or front view, if it is present like this, then it means that he has given the beta inclination. So here the diameter, which diameter he has given? The diameter which is passing through the resting point, which is passing through the resting point makes 60 degrees with the VP. So that diameter to be taken for consideration, and then we need to plot the third portion. So first you need to draw beta angle, that is 60 degrees line. So you need to draw the 60 degrees line. So after drawing the 60 degrees line, then you need to locate the top view of the diameter, that is second position top view. A, E is located. So you can keep the A here or E here or A here and then E here. It is up to you. It is not a problem. So you can draw anyway. So make sure that it will be rotated like this only. It will be rotated like this only. So A will come here and then E will goes up. So you need to draw first AE. This is the top view of the AE. Okay, top view of the AE or top view of the diameter which is passing through the resting corner is A. So the diameter passing through the resting corner is nothing but is AE. So the top view of the diameter is nothing but AE only in the second position, but not in the first position. So this is called true diameter. This is called appears to be diameter or top view of the diameter. So this diameter should be equal, I mean, made 60 degrees to the vertical plane. Should be made 60 degrees to vertical plane. So here the A on 60 degrees line, AE is placed and then it is should be redrawn. It should be redrawn on this 60 degrees line. How to redraw? This enclosed in a PQRS rectangular box. PQRS rectangular box. So here A comes here, then PQ comes here. So PQ line comes here and then RS line going to be comes here. So if you look at this, if you look at PQRS, okay. So here through A, you need to draw one line. You need to draw one line through A. That is perpendicular line should be drawn. Draw a perpendicular line. Similarly, through A like this need to be drawn. That is, this is a P and this is going to be Q. This is going to be P and this is going to be Q. So PQ line to be drawn here because A is in the PQ. So here P is there and yes, PQRS. So PQRS is going to be drawn. PQRS is going to be drawn here. So PQRS box is going to be plotted here. PQRS going to be plotted here. So if you look at that in the next slide, see P, Q, R, S. So that box is placed here now. So by keeping the AE line, on the 60 degrees line only, So draw the box to the given dimension. Then need to move by locating the by locating the all the points, means like this. So A, B has to get, means if you draw this particular horizontal lines and vertical lines, horizontal lines and vertical lines, by taking the location of this and location of this and location of this, so that I can get the complete points A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So all the points I have obtained. All the points I have obtained. So if you look at this, what I have projected here. So this complete P, Q, then R, then S, as well as this line, okay, and this line, because it is already drawn, and then this line, okay, and afterwards this vertical line and this vertical line, and one more, this one vertical line. So all these is constructed here. So all these constructed here. So if you look at this, all this constructed here. So what I have drawn here, the same is constructed here by keeping the AE on XY line, 60 degrees line, by keeping the AE on 60 degrees line. So once you construct this rectangular box here, then locate all these points A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So once you locate all these points, then once again you need to join with a smooth curve. So you need to join with a smooth curve. Smooth curve in the sense, let's say for example, you need to draw like this, and then like this, and then like this. Join with a smooth curve with a free hand only. With the free hand only. It is a free hand. You should get exactly in a circular shape, curved shape. It should not like no straight line or kind of small curves like this. Okay. So once you get all these points, next is going to be join this. So now I have joined. Now I have joined like this. I joined like this, and I got a smooth curve. So this is the same. Of course, the curve exactly how you have drawn in here, it cannot be redrawn here, because in the using the software you can do the same, but while drawing manually, okay, small deviation will be there in to this and to this. Okay, so that is okay, acceptable. When the intersection points and then top view is drawn, then next is going to be, you are going to draw the front view. How to draw the front view? Just by projecting from each corner of this point. Say A is lying on XY line, so I can stop here only. And then from B I have to draw vertical line like this, and then from B dash you need to draw one horizontal line. Okay, one horizontal line, both intersect at this point. So don't extend this line till here. Okay, so similarly C, where is the C line? C line comes from here, and then see from the top view I'm going to get like this. So both will intersect at this point. So only up to that point you need to draw projection. Similarly, D point, from the D point draw vertical projection like this. From D dash point draw horizontal projection like this, and both intersect at this point. Similarly, E dash. So E dash, from E dash you draw a horizontal line like this, so both intersect at this point. You erase this extra line. Okay, erase this extra line. Okay, next you need to draw from F dash and D dash will come in the same line, so end at this point only. Then G dash and C dash comes on line same line, so G and G dash will be intersect at this point only. So H and B dash line will come in the same line, so this will come here only. So now here is A, here is B, here is C, D, and E, F, G, H. All the points, intersection points you have got. All the intersection points you have got. See here, all the intersection point you have got from A dash and A, so which is on the XY line, and B dash, from the B dash H dash. So I have ended here only. See, intersection point should be exactly end at this same point. It should not extend. So that you need to draw in sketching. So otherwise you will be confused where the intersection point comes. So is from C draw one vertical line, from C dash you draw one horizontal line. So both will intersect at this point. Likewise, for all the points, one by one point, you complete the projection. That is by just drawing the vertical line and then a horizontal line. For all the points, you need to proceed vertical and horizontal. Don't draw vertical lines once and then horizontal lines once. So for the point A, if you want to draw vertical line and horizontal line to be finished at a one stretch. Okay, you should not wait by drawing a B vertical line and C vertical line and D vertical line, E vertical line, F, and then afterwards you draw all horizontal lines. No, it will not be give a good intersection points where it exactly comes. Okay, so that's why. So take A vertical projection, then A dash horizontal projection, both meet at this point, locate the point A. Then similarly from B vertical projection, from B dash horizontal projection, intersect and then locate point B dash. Then move on like that. So that will be easy, and it is easy to identify the intersection point as well. So once we get all the intersection points, all the intersection points, we are going to join by once again smooth curve only, by joining the smooth curve only. So here I have joined by smooth curve. So this to be joined A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, then C dash to D dash, and then E dash, then F dash, then G dash, then H dash. So all these points has to be joined with a smooth curve. So once you have done all this, then what is the checkpoints I told? So check out whether XY line is drawn, or VPHP is drawn, or dimensions is mentioned or not, then arrowheads is mentioned or not. See the thickness. If you look at this, my projection lines, how the projection lines are looking like, and how my views are looking like. So thickness, the variability should be there for between the views. See, front view of this and then top view of this, front view of this and top view of this, front view of this and top view of this. So this is how you need to be differentiated with the thickness. So projection lines, we should be as much as thin, okay, compared to this particular thick front views. Okay, so it should be very thin. And as well as once you have done all this, okay, you should be, so this is the final view. You need to be look at, see what this represents. This is the lamina when it is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to HP, and it is resting on one of the point on the circumference, and the diameter, the top view of the diameter which is passing to the resting point makes 60 degrees with HP with VP. So this all the conditions are satisfied with this position. Similarly, front view of this, if you look at front view of this lake, this is the lamina which is inclined to HP at an angle of 45 degrees, and it is resting on a point A, on HP, and the diameter AE makes 45 degrees 60 degrees with the vertical plane. AE makes 60 degrees with the vertical plane. So this is how the front view and top view of the third position can be obtained. Okay. So next we'll go to the second problem. Second problem says a circular lamina of 50 mm diameter. A circular lamina of 50 mm diameter is standing with one of its points on the rim. It is standing with one of its points on the rim on HP, and the lamina is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to HP. So the diameter of right angles to the diameter. See here, the statement which you are going to read here, see very importantly, the statement, the diameter at right angles to the diameter is very important. This statement you just keep it in mind. The diameter at right angles to the diameter which is passing through the point, So here right angles in the sense it is a 90 degrees. See here, right angle means it is a 90 degrees. Right angle means here 90 degrees. It represents 90 degrees. The diameter which you have taken consideration is passing through the point. To that diameter which is at 90 degrees, that is parallel to the VP. So in this case, what we need to do is, a circular lamina of 50 mm diameter is standing with one of its points on the rim and HP, and the lamina is inclined 45 degrees to HP. So which view is the true shape in this case? As the lamina is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to HP, then we need to keep the lamina parallel to HP. When you keep the lamina parallel to HP, then the top view will be the true shape. So circle is drawn in the top view. So just draw the circle in the top view. So similar fashion, how we have done by drawing the circle on the top view, and then draw all the, I mean by drawing horizontal line. See, by drawing, this is the diameter. This is the diameter which you have taken. This is the diameter which is you have taken. So I will make it change color. Okay, so that it will be easy. So this is the diameter which is passing through this resting point, and is mentioning in the question what? The diameter at right angles to the diameter which is passing through the point. So right angles to the diameter which is passing through the point, in sense this is the diameter, right angles to this is going to be CG. This is the CG. So the angle between these two is 90 degrees. So the diameter AE which is passing through the resting point, is taken as A, resting point taken as A. So this AE is, I mean CG will become 90 degrees to the AE. So this diameter, what is saying is parallel to VP. The diameter which is right angle to the diameter is parallel to VP. So now it is CG is perpendicular to VP. CG is perpendicular to VP. So in the third position, we need to make the CG parallel to VP. We need to make the CG parallel to VP. So in the initial position, what you are going to draw? You just draw the circle and draw the projections upward, that is from A, and then B and H onto this XY line, from CG like this, then from DF like this, and then from E like this. Okay, so after drawing these projections, okay, then from here to here you need to represent the points A dash, and then B dash, H dash, okay, C dash, Z dash, D dash, F dash, and then E dash. So after representing all these points with the arrowheads, then join from A dash to E dash. So once you join from A dash to E dash, then we will get the front view. So this is the front view and this is the top view. So this is the front view and top view. So now in the second position, what we are going to draw? The lamina inclination. In the second position, I am going to draw lamina inclination. So what the lamina is inclined? In the problem what is given? In the problem he has given that lamina is inclined. If you look at this point, lamina is inclined. If you look at this point, lamina is inclined at 45 degrees to HP. Lamina is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to HP. So lamina is made, means, so this A dash, see, locate on this point A dash somewhere. A dash is located here. Okay, A dash is located somewhere here. After locating A dash, you need to draw a 45 degrees line. So this represents the 45 degrees line. So after drawing 45 degrees line, then take the A dash, E dash as the radius. This as the A dash, E dash as the radius. A dash, E dash as the radius. A dash as the center. A dash as the center. Draw an arc to cut this. So that you will get, what you will get? You get E dash. You will get E dash. Once you get the A dash, E dash, then locate the points B dash, H dash on this line. Say for example, take the A dash to B dash distance, how much is there? Then make a cut like this, and then C dash, D dash, from A dash to C dash, D dash, measure the distance and then draw an arc. Okay, and similarly from A dash to D dash, how much is the radius? From A dash, locate this one also by drawing an arc. So now locate, this is the B dash and H dash, then C dash, G dash, then D dash, P dash, D dash, F dash. So I got all these points. How I got? By drawing 45 degrees. Then on this 45 degrees line, A dash, E dash is taken as the radius and A dash as the center. Cut this 45 degrees line to get the E dash. So I got the E dash. Then once you got the E dash, you need to locate all these points. All these points. That is B dash, H dash, C dash, G dash, and then D dash, F dash. After locating all these points, next is what? So draw 45 degrees line, locate this E dash, and then you are going to locate all these points. Then you need to draw vertical projection of A dash. Draw first vertical projection, then from A line means from here only, from here only. So you can draw horizontal line, both will intersect at this point. So now you start with next once again from B dash. You need to start with one from B dash. So from B dash projection, draw one vertical line, okay, and then from B, draw. Of course, this will pass through the D. Okay, this will pass through the D. Okay, I got this. So this is the B point. This is the B point. Then from H also you can get, because H and B will lies on the same line. B lies on the same line. So by drawing horizontal projection, you will get H at this point. So I got A here and I got H here. Okay, I got H here. Next one more is from C dash, you need to draw vertical projection till here. So if you draw horizontal projection, from here, then both will intersect at this point. Similarly, C and G lies on the same line. So from G also you can draw from G horizontal line, then both will intersect at this point. So this will be the G. This will be the G and this will be the C. Okay, similarly from D dash, F dash, I need to draw one vertical projection, and B and D lies on the same line. So both intersect at this point. Similarly, F and H will lies on the same line. So this will be getting this is the D and this is the F. Okay. So now from E dash, draw vertical line. From E dash you draw vertical line, and from E draw horizontal projection. From E you draw horizontal projection. So you'll get E here. So now this is how you need to draw vertical and horizontal lines, because it has to end exactly at the intersection point only. It should not draw extra lines. Okay. So after drawing this, locate the intersection point A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, like this. So now join all these points by smooth curve. So once you join all these points smooth curve, then it is the top view is obtained. Next is what? So next is you need to draw what condition is given. You have to look at what condition is drawn in the problem. See here, the diameter at right angles to the diameter. Which is passing through the point, on which the laminar rest is parallel to VP. So I need to keep the lamina parallel to VP. So the diameter which is right angle to this. So here is the diameter, and right angle to this diameter, right angle to this diameter is going to be, say, so G dash. Okay. So this is the diameter which you need to keep parallel to XY line. You may ask the question, see the diameter CG here, is it changing its length? Is it true length of the CG? Whatever the CG you got here, this CG is equal to this CG, because both are same only. Because if you draw here, if you measure this CG length, it is equal to the 60 mm. It is equal to the virgin length of CG mm. So no beta and all, because it is just draw parallel to this. So here CG, whatever the CG here, CG is drawn parallel to this. So how to draw this parallel to this? You need to once again enclose this in a box. Like this. Enclose this in a box. So you need to get the PQRS here. So this PQRS to be drawn here. When you want to draw this PQRS, I need to take CG should be drawn parallel to this. It means that, so first when I'm rotating this, yes, R will come on the top, because this is rotated like this, such a way that it comes, CG comes in this parallel to this. So here I have drawn this, yes, or as the first rectangle, first parallel on the xy line, on the xy line. Okay. Now, I have drawn this by keeping this CZ is parallel to this is the CZ line. This is the CZ line. Now it is parallel to XY line. So then construct this box. Construct this box. Construct this box. Construct this box. Okay. So with these dimensions as well, the dimensions as well, like this. Reconstruction, just box here. I'm going to construct the reconstruction of the box here. So I have reconstructed such a way that this CG is there, no, that is made parallel. That is made parallel. So here see, the CG is made parallel. The C is made parallel. So I have just located this, making the CG is parallel. Now here I have touched the E is also on XY line. Now see here, this is the top view which is drawn such that we CG making parallel to XY line, So next what I have to do, I have to draw the top view. Front view. I need to draw the front view. So when I'm drawing the front view, from each corner, that is from A is end here itself. A is going to be end here itself. So from A dash, anyhow it is on the XY line, locate the A dash here. Then B, from B you need to draw a vertical line, and then horizontal line from B dash, then this is going to be H, from H it is going to be here only, and then from C dash horizontal line. So I am ending C, exactly I am ending, I am not drawing extra lines, and D also, then F also. So draw horizontal lines exactly to end there only. Okay, so that will be getting easily the end points. Next, similarly E, from E, then from E dash, Now I got all the intersection points. I got all intersection points now. So from A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, then D dash, C dash, all to be joined. How you need to be joined? You need to be joined by using curve command. Like this. Smooth curve. Okay. Smooth curve, use the curve command. So I'm just showing here. So don't draw like this. Okay. So next. So this is how you need to draw. Then what is the checkpoint? You need to check all the whether dimensions is represented, arrowheads, thick and thin lines, XY, VP, HB, all this to be checked. Okay. So we'll stop here and we'll continue in the next class.